I have some very big updates in terms of the Samsung Galaxy S9. So not only do we have the official schematics for the S9, but we also have some pretty big camera updates, some pretty big design updates, and then also some very unexpected details on the upcoming S9. So welcome to my Leaks and Rumors series. I'm Daniel. Grab some snacks and enjoy. Okay, so just yesterday, these schematics of the presumed Samsung Galaxy S9 were actually posted on Weibo by an anonymous user. And thanks to these, we can see quite a few interesting details on the S9. So first off, the bottom bezel, this one actually seems to be gone entirely. Now, in case you're wondering, no, we're still getting the exact same screen sizes on the S9 as with the S8. So just like with the S8 and the S8 Plus, we're getting 5.8 inches and 6.2 inches. But the fact that the bottom bezel is now gone entirely, this means that we'll be getting a much smaller form factor overall. And speaking of this, the overall dimensions have also been confirmed in the schematics. So the S9 is now measuring in at 147 by 58 by 8.41 millimeters, while the S8 actually measured in at 148.9 by 68.1 by 8 millimeters. So interesting enough, the S9 is going to be both shorter, less wide, but also thicker by 0.41 millimeters than the S8, but I'm personally okay with that. Now, another interesting thing here in the schematics is the camera lens positioning and also the fingerprint reader. So since these are the schematics of the S9 and not the S9 Plus, we don't have a dual camera module, which basically confirms all the previous rumors saying that only the S8, the S9 Plus will be getting the dual camera module, not the S9. But as you can see, what has changed beside this is also the fingerprint reader positioning, which is finally in the middle now, as opposed to being on the right-hand side of the device. So no bottom bezel, the fingerprint reader now being on the back in the middle, and overall a smaller form factor. So far, so good. And yes, we don't have a notch either. We do have that top section which holds the front-facing camera along with all the sensors, but at least we don't have a cutout like on the iPhone 10 or the Essential phone. Let me know in the comments, by the way, if you prefer having something like this or an actual notch. Now, these schematics also confirm the absence of something we were all hoping to get, and that is a fingerprint reader built into the display assembly. So we were all hoping to get this on the S8, but that never happened. Then we were all hoping to get this with the Note 8, but that never happened either. And then we were all hoping to get this with the iPhone 10, which didn't happen either. However, Apple ended up including Face ID instead of Touch ID on the iPhone 10. And I honestly prefer Face ID over Touch ID. It's more reliable. Even if you have, for example, on Touch ID, if you have something on your finger, Touch ID won't work. If your finger is wet, Touch ID won't work. Face ID works all the time as long as your face isn't blocked. So we've actually seen reports, speaking of this, that Samsung would be doing something similar with the S9. Now, at the moment, Samsung doesn't have the Face ID tag that Apple uses. Face ID actually includes a ton of sensors with very tight integrations in the operating system, which Samsung hasn't been working on yet. And having a fingerprint reader and the schematics on the back basically confirms that Samsung doesn't have a good enough replacement for your fingerprint scanning solution yet. But we are expecting an improved Face Unlock on the S9, so Face Unlock combined with the iris scanner for extra security and also a faster unlocking experience overall. So hopefully something similar to what we have on the OnePlus 5T. So something really quick, but also something that's secure, more secure than an actual Face Unlock like on the OnePlus 5T or the Samsung Galaxy S8 like we have now. But now something very interesting happened just this week. So Synaptics, which in case you don't know who they are, they actually developed the first in-display fingerprint scanner last year in 2016. They demoed this and it actually worked really, really well. So that's who Synaptics are. Well, they've actually announced that they started the mass production of the ClearID FS9500 optical in-display fingerprint sensor, which is essentially their newest model. So the one that I've been talking about before, that the one they talked about last year, that was the FS9100. This is the FS9500. So this is the latest model, an improved model. And not only that, but they also confirmed that they signed a deal with a top 5 smartphone manufacturer to include this in their flagship in 2018. So that's really interesting. So who could this be? Who is this major top 5 smartphone manufacturer which is going to include a fingerprint sensor in the display assembly next year? Is it going to be Apple? Well, probably not, because pretty much all the senior staff members at Apple confirmed that Face ID is the feature, and they were counting on Face ID being the replacement for Touch ID ever since they started working on the iPhone 10. So essentially, Touch ID was out of the question day one when they started working on the iPhone 10. So it's definitely not Apple. It could be Samsung, even though Samsung might focus on Face Unlock to compete with Apple. So maybe Samsung is not going to be the company either. But then Samsung is usually the company that gives their users a ton of options. Just take a look at the S8. You have passcode unlock, you have pattern unlock, you have the fingerprint reader, face unlock, iris scanner. So Samsung is a pretty good choice actually. And then LG could be a good choice as well, but LG has been doing really badly in the past few years in the smartphone industry, so I don't think that they actually have the budget for this. Now, honestly, my bet would be on Huawei, to be honest. So I do see Huawei integrating this into the display assembly, but let's see if that's actually true or not in 2018. You can quote me on this if it is. But yeah, other than that, we've made a few concepts on how the S9 is going to look like. This is actually the S9 Plus, by the way, with a dual camera module, but overall, the design would be very similar to the S8 Plus from last year, apart from the absence of the bottom bezel and also the smaller body. However, Samsung is actually working on a few very big smartphones for 2018. So the main one would be the Samsung Galaxy X, which is going to be a foldable smartphone that unfolds into a larger tablet when you need the large display, and then it folds back into a smartphone when you need something that's a bit more portable. And then let's not forget about the Samsung Galaxy Note 9, on which I've actually done a full Leaks and Rumors episode before with everything to expect from the design, the camera specs, features, and many, many more. So definitely check those out if you want to know more about those phones. And then we finally have the Samsung Galaxy Note X, which is going to be very similar to the Galaxy X, just a larger form factor, larger display, and an included S Pen. And then we also have something pretty interesting, and that's the rumored Samsung Galaxy Zero. So zero bezel essentially, just a curved display on all four sides. This will look sick, but a Galaxy X would be, more innovative and useful since it's going to be a foldable phone. So definitely check out the videos on all of these phones if you want to know more about all of these. I've done a video on all of these, so in case you've missed them, the link for all of these is in the description box down below. But let me know in the comments which one are you most looking forward to. The Samsung Galaxy S9, the Note 9, or something like the Galaxy X, the Galaxy Zero. Let me know in the comments. For me personally, that would be the Galaxy X. But yeah, this has been pretty much it when it comes to everything new about the Samsung Galaxy S9. Definitely subscribe if you want to see more videos like this one, more Leaks and Rumors episodes. And then also don't forget to tap on that bell icon so that you get notified as soon as a new video comes out. So definitely enable notifications. And other than that, this has been pretty much it. Feel free to leave a like if you enjoyed it to let me know. I'm Daniel, and I'll see you guys in my next one. So enough tech, signing out. Cheers.